Good all, and absolutely welcome back to a wet South Africa, and this is South African Prepper. Guys, thank you very much for your support. This channel has really grown, although it's an extremely basic channel. We don't do a lot of editing and a lot of fancy videos, but what we do try and do is give accurate information and accurate opinions. Obviously, you always need to investigate every single opinion wherever you get the opinion from. So, a worldwide economic collapse is a definite thing that's going to happen within our lifetime. And as we're sitting here, we can actually see the inflation and the pricing of food going up. Now, I've done some investigation on this, and it seems like the governments of this world, and then that includes the government wherever you are from, is actually lying to you when it comes to the inflation rate. Now, in South Africa, they say 6-7%. I see that in America, they say 6.4 or 6.5%. And I've got a very fancy techniques and ways of determining inflation. But what I'm seeing is that the experts that are honest about inflation will tell you that some countries are experiencing inflation up to 16, 17, and some countries like ourselves up to 25% of inflation. Now, this is all blamed on Russia, and that's an absolute fact of a lie that they're telling you that everything is going up because there's a war in Russia. Now, Russia does not produce all of the world's oil. They do not produce all of the world's gas. Neither do they produce all of the world's cooking oils and agricultural products. So somebody somewhere is making a shitload of money because there's a war taking place. And we've learned from the pandemic that when the normal folk on the ground, that is me and you, when we suffer, somebody else is making a hell of a lot of profit from it. So in our lifetime, there's an economic collapse coming. If you go and have a look at my previous video, you'll see I'm referring to the New World Government. And the New World Government tells you that they will implement a digital currency to try and hide the economic collapse from the normal folk, from me and you. So what should you be doing in the next couple of months and years coming in order for your family to actually survive what is coming? Because with everything that is coming, higher prices, less food, more expensive food, digital currency, it all tells you about them wanting to control you. And how can you actually not be controlled? Okay, and that is the only way not for them to be able to control you is if you are self-sufficient. Okay, so if you have the financial capabilities, if I was you, I would firstly leave any city that I live in. Okay, cities will become hotspots. We've now seen in South Africa, the city of Cape Town will now become the very first smart city in South Africa. Now, with the smart city idea, okay, comes control. The same like in China. If you walk in China, they've got cameras everywhere. They can see who you are. If you poke in your nose too much, you get minus points on your credit score, and then they don't sell you certain things. So that is the way the world is going towards. And the only way that you, as a prepper, can actually look after your family, okay, is if you are self-sufficient. Now, you cannot be self-sufficient in a flat. You cannot be self-sufficient within a city, because being self-sufficient actually means that you will be producing, or you need to be producing your own food. Okay. Now, I am yet to see the prepper that's got 5 years of prepping food stored up. I'm still yet to see a video of how you will actually relocate that food out of the cities, and how you will actually safeguard a 5-year stockpile of food, which is absolutely not realistic. It's absolutely nonsense. You cannot. I'm sitting in a vehicle that can carry 1 ton. Okay, if I load 700 kilograms of food in this vehicle right now, my family is able to survive for 4 to 6 months maximum. Okay, that's it. That is what we can carry. Okay, And then it is basic food. It's nothing fancy. So you need to become self-sufficient. You need to learn how to produce. You need to be buying seeds, okay, and you need to be able to reproduce more seeds so you can be planting in the future. So taking your seeds, planting them, producing food, eating some of the food, and then keeping some of the seeds for next season. The second thing you should be doing is you should be getting your cash. Yes, I'm giving you financial advice today. You should be taking your cash out of the banking system, because the banking system will soon actually become digital, and you need to invest in seeds. You need to be investing in physical things, gold. You must do it like Putin does it. Okay, invest in gold and invest in silver. And then from there on, you need to be able to get out of the cities. Okay, you need to get a place where you have water. You need to get to a place where you can produce food for your family. Okay, things like eggs, things like milk, things like honey, things like vegetables, things like meat, because at the end of the day, all of this is bottlenecking towards a place where they will be able to tell you what food you can buy and when you can buy and how much you can buy. And if you control the food, you control the people. Now, to give you a bit of background, I have been farming for more than 10 years. My forte, what I do for a living, is I produce seeds so farmers can then produce crops. That is what I do. So I do corn, we do wheat, and then we do soya. That is my specialty. I create and breed seeds. Yes, they are GMO seeds, so I know how the GMO system works. To give you a quick background on the GMO seeds. GMO seeds are made for two reasons. Number one is for the good reason, so that the specific varieties can withstand certain pests and diseases or drought or maybe too much water. Yes, it is, and it's very good. But the second reason they are doing GMO seeds all over the world for the last 50 years is again to control you. Because a lot of the times you can only plant that GMO seed once, the farmer can produce his crop, and then it's finished. Not like in olden days where you can take some seeds and then replant the next season, because they want to control you. It is all about control. And once you get your head wrapped around the fact that these people want to control you, okay, from there on you can look at solutions, how you can actually survive in a system where they will be controlling you 100%. And this is the future. Within our lifetime, before we are too old, we're going to be seeing government and the world government controlling you and telling you you can only have 1 kg of rice today and not 2 kgs like your family actually needs. This is South African Prepper. Please like, share, and subscribe. And God bless all of you.